Good evening, and welcome to the first of a video series that I will be posting on YouTube. My name is G.M. Page, and I am a psychic medium. And my gift is all about healing. And I think it's time for some healing on many different levels. So I'm going to be starting at a base level, starting with you and myself. There's always healing that can be done to make us better people, better mothers and fathers and husbands and wives, better understanding for the things that are put in our path as we make our journey through life. And one of the ways that I have always been able to achieve much clarity is through meditation. So I will be starting this video series using some meditation techniques, but I do have one in particular that I would like to share with all of you. And that video technique was given to me through Spirit in my own meditation right around New Year's Eve. And I found that it worked extremely well for me, and I could see how it would definitely serve the higher purpose for many others. So I was kind of given a nudge by a very dear friend of mine. Sort of took me to the edge of the cliff and gave me a little push. And I think it's the perfect time for this. For myself, for everyone out there, for the world, for the universe. It is time for us to reflect on those things that make us positive, healing people as we move through our journey in life. So, in this meditation, there are 4 steps, and tonight I'll be discussing the first step with you and taking you through a brief meditative practice that will work extremely well for you. Meditation is a very personal tool. Over time, hopefully, you'll keep up with your meditation and you will develop that which really works best for you. But in the beginning, it's always good to start with somebody who guides you and moves you through the process. And as you move through and you develop your skills, those skills will take over. So this 4-step process that was given to me, and it was a gift, it was shown to me through my own meditation, is called Shred, Connect, Project, and Move Ahead. And tonight I really want to talk to you about the shredding. And I actually use shredding all the time. I use a paper shredder. It's a visual tool. When I have psychic information that I can't deliver, or I just don't know where it fits and I can't see it fulfilling a higher purpose for anyone, I do move it through a psychic shredder. Because as we know, Spirit has its own journey for you. And sometimes if you can't deliver the information as a psychic or a medium, you get a little stuck. And if there's no one to deliver it to at that time, it sometimes is most useful to just get rid of it. If it's really something that needs to be delivered, a pertinent message for healing, it will come back or it will make itself known again when the time is correct. So in the shredding process, what you're thinking about really are the things, people, ideas, experiences that do not serve a purpose for you any longer. They do not enhance your journey to your higher self. And for this video, higher self is you in your supreme and best form. Later on through other meditations, I will go over with you several different meanings for the higher self. But for tonight, it's you in your best form. What makes you a good person? What makes you a productive person? And what helps you to interact in a healthy way with those that you encounter on your journey in life. So when you need to shred, we're thinking about all the things that hold us down and hold us back. And we all have them. They come to us from all different avenues, and if you allow it to get inside and fester, we know that this is not a good process, and it tends to keep you stuck. You can't move forward. You suffer emotionally. It causes anxiety and stress, and it will manifest itself physically eventually. When you want to get rid of things, you want to permanently get rid of them. So shredding them is a very useful tool. Negativity is nothing that you need to carry. You do not need to accept it. If you cannot flip it around into a positive, then get rid of it. It's not serving you any purpose. And eventually what happens is your ego feeds on that negativity. And, then you start to tell yourself you're not good enough, you can't do this, you won't be successful. And that's not what we want. We want to fulfill our life purpose. We want to make sure that the journey we take is full of meaning and goodness. So in order to do that, you have to let things go. Now, I get asked all the time, toxic people or negativity. Yes, they are. And you have to decide who belongs in your life, who can you have at your side, and who would it be a good idea for you to let go of. Sometimes we have relationships that are toxic that we cannot release fully because of the way the person is woven into your life. So then you need to use other tools, other means for being able to deal with this person. You have to limit maybe your interactions with them. You have to maybe really understand where their negativity is coming from so that you could see the real person beneath the negativity. People that are highly negative, most of the ones that I've encountered are, wrestling with some pretty significant issues. And they do attract to very positive people. And the more positive you become like a flame for negativity. They're drawn to you because you have something they need. And if you have a way that you can handle their negativity, then they tend to stick around. What you have to do is you can't allow them to feed off of you. So when we get back to the idea of shredding, if it's people, I wouldn't shred the person, obviously. But what I could shred is maybe the way that they make me feel. Maybe the energy that they put out there. So I want you to just take a moment, and I'd like you to really be seated in a very comfortable position, in a comfortable place. If you have a sacred space in your home that you use for meditation, prayer, spiritual grounding, that is a good place to be. You are looking at right now a part of my sacred space. And it's important to use a sacred space when you meditate and you have set a purpose. And tonight we're setting a purpose. The purpose of this brief meditation practice is to let go of things that are holding us back. They no longer serve a purpose for us. They are preventing us from moving ahead. So seat yourself comfortably and close your eyes and just be still and silent for a moment, and draw in a deep cleansing breath. And let that cleansing breath out slowly. And think about relaxation and peace. And draw in another cleansing breath. And release that breath slowly. And I'd like you to concentrate on the biggest thing that you're carrying with you that's holding you back. It's causing you, great anxiety. It's creating fear, self-doubt. It's a real roadblock for you. And it's something that you believe that you should let go of. And in front of you, in your mind's eye, I'd like you to see a blank piece of paper. And there's a beautiful pen laying there next to it. Pick up that pen and write down on the paper the one thing that's holding you back fully. And I want you to pay attention to the letters as you put them on the page, taking your time to write the word, and underline it 3 times. The first line represents the past. The second line represents the present. And the third line represents the future. And in your meditative state, look at that word that you've written down and think about all the ways that you connect to it in a negative fashion. How does it make you feel? Are you angry? Are you stressed? Are you fearful? Does it deserve your time and energy? And take a moment and fold the paper in half now so that you can no longer see the word. And in your mind's eye, I'd like you to picture a paper shredder and turn it on and hold the paper above the opening of the shredder, just getting ready to put it in, but don't put it in yet. And one last time, I want you to repeat the word to yourself that you've written on the paper. And I want you to say, I am releasing you because you no longer serve any good for me. You are damaging me and keeping me from realizing my full potential. Put the paper into the shredder and watch it disappear. You are no longer a part of me. You cannot cause me fear or anxiety and stress any longer. I choose this for myself because I am worthy and I deserve all things good and positive on my journey. And take a moment for yourself and say goodbye to those feelings that word would always cause you to have. Now I want you to open up your eyes and take a nice, clean, cleansing breath in and release it slowly. You've taken the first step. You're releasing things that serve no purpose for you. And whether it is a problem at work, your eating habits, where you live, not having financial means, a particular relationship in your life, you have taken the first step to let it go. And you must understand that you might have to repeat this process. There are other visualization techniques that you could use. You could see it as water going down a drain. Tie it to a balloon and set it free in the air. Write it on a leaf and set it in the ocean. Anything that works for you. Thank you for taking the time tonight to listen to my musings about shredding that which is no longer good for you. I will be back again, and part 2 is to project. Part 3 will be connect, and part 4 will be move ahead. I have all kinds of other ideas that I'd like to put out there, including guided meditations, some dream symbols, things that really come up often for us that we just, if we can learn how to deal with them, it makes us a better person. The more you improve yourself, the more of a gift you will be to the world around you. And you'll become a precious gift to the people that you relate to in your life. Blessings to you always. This is G.M. Page. Have a wonderful evening. Please feel free to like and share.